The night passed quickly, and the five of them gradually fell asleep, exhausted from their journey. The fatigue from their travels quickly lulled them into a deep slumber. At dawn, when the first rays of sunlight illuminated Bamboo Pavilion, the wooden cabins gradually came to life as people emerged one by one. According to MultiSubs, today marked the beginning of their cultivation training, and everyone was filled with anticipation. They were especially curious about the unique training methods of this prestigious sect, Incense Pavilion, which had stood for thousands of years due to its own distinct cultivation techniques. What do you think makes the training here at Incense Pavilion different from other places? Mu Feng asked excitedly, breaking the morning silence. I've heard that Incense Pavilion is a paradise for those with fire attribute Do Qi. It's not just because of the mystical Mount Hua, but also because of some unique treasures within the pavilion. Mu Feng's chatter continued, but the others, familiar with his lively personality, let him be. Shirshu Mu has arrived, Little E said, noticing MultiSubs' approach. Did you sleep well last night? MultiSubs' voice was soft yet full of warmth. Yes, the five responded in unison, clearly eager about their first day of training. In that case, MultiSubs paused briefly. Let's begin your first cultivation session. He then led the way, prompting Xiao Yan and the others to exchange curious glances before following him. Our Incense Pavilion is founded on the principles of cultivating both body and soul, protecting the people and ridding the world of evil, MultiSubs explained as they walked. The outer pavilion focuses on scholarly pursuits, training refined and knowledgeable disciples, while the inner pavilion, with its divisions of heaven, earth, and human halls, produces powerful fighters who serve the people. The entrance to the ghost realm is not far from Incense Pavilion. Soon, after some time of mountain training, you'll be tasked with actual combat. Real battle is the fastest way to strengthen yourselves, and there's been unrest at the ghost realm entrance lately. As disciples of Incense Pavilion, it's your responsibility to exterminate these ghostly creatures, MultiSubs continued. Exterminating ghostly creatures, huh? Mu Feng grinned. Now that's something I'm good at. Also, in the human hall, cultivation resources aren't distributed equally. Everything depends on your strength. The stronger your power, the higher your talent, the more resources you'll receive. Otherwise, you'll get less, MultiSubs stated. As for duels, as long as they don't result in death, we won't interfere. In fact, we encourage them. Of course, Xiao Yan chuckled, unbothered. After all, Incense Pavilion's ability to stand tall within the mystic three heavens as a top-tier sect wasn't just due to its heritage, but also its strict rules. MultiSubs' words made it clear. There's no such thing as a free meal. Joining Incense Pavilion didn't mean they could let their guard down. Without hard work, anyone could surpass them at any time. Talent was crucial, but Xiao Yan had long learned, even on the Do Di continent, that hard work and sweat were what truly bore fruit. The others remained silent, except for Little E, who seemed indifferent. Being a fire elemental spirit with a unique constitution, Little E didn't need to follow the same training regimen. As long as he absorbed fire-based Do Qi, his strength would continue to grow. We've arrived. Go on in, MultiSubs said with a smile, leading them to a grand hall. Let's go, Xiao Yan urged the others, stepping towards the tightly shut doors. With a slight push, the heavy doors slowly creaked open with a deep rumble. Shirshu Mu, we've been waiting for you. A hearty laugh echoed from beyond the doors. MultiSubs chuckled softly, no need to rush. As Xiao Yan and the others entered the hall, they were surprised by the vast space inside. The most striking feature was a mystical gateway at the center. With his heightened spiritual sense, Xiao Yan could tell that this gateway led to somewhere far beyond this hall. There are so many disciples in the human hall, Xiao Yan noted as he scanned the hundreds of individuals present. Each one exuded a powerful aura, all of them stronger than him. Some had even reached the level of 5-star Do Di. What caught Xiao Yan's attention the most, however, was how the hundreds of disciples stared at the five of them with intense interest, as if they possessed something incredibly enticing. These aren't human hall disciples, MultiSubs explained, sensing their curiosity. The human hall disciples are currently outside, training at the Ghost Realm's entrance. These people here are merely aspirants, hoping to become registered disciples of the human hall. Registered disciples? Xiao Yan asked, surprised. It was common practice for top-tier sects to recruit individuals with decent talent and strength as either outer disciples or registered disciples. Only after making significant contributions to the sect could they become full-fledged disciples. Becoming an official disciple meant gaining access to the sect's vast resources and receiving guidance from powerful mentors. After all, a person on their own is weak, but once they join a sect, it's a different story. Others would have to think twice before making a move against you, considering the power behind the sect. Many sects, especially one like Incense Pavilion, are notorious for fiercely protecting their disciples. Heh, it seems you've caught on to what I meant, Mu Shuzi remarked with a knowing smile. Now then, let's begin. The reward for joining Human Hall lies beyond that light gate. However, it won't be easy to obtain. It'll be quite challenging, Mu Shuzi added. Interesting, Xiao Yan grinned as he eyed the hundreds of people before him, his gaze growing sharper. Ever since he broke through to the 4-star Do D level, his spiritual strength as a Do formation master had matured, allowing him to condense 5,000 core inscriptions. This gave him the confidence to face even a 5-star Do D. High above the hall, a drowsy elder opened his eyes slowly, glancing down at the figures below. That boy with the giant ruler. Why is there a ripple of spiritual power coming from him? The elder muttered, his gaze locking onto Xiao Yan. Looks like these newcomers are tougher than usual, some of the registered disciples observed, noting the unusual aura around Xiao Yan. Though he was only at the mid-stage of 4-star Do D, the energy emanating from him made many of them pause. The others around Xiao Yan quickly sensed the shift in the atmosphere, their expressions growing more serious. Are we really expected to take on all these hundreds of people? Lu Di asked in disbelief. Among the 5 of them, Little Yi's true strength was that of a 7-star Do D, but Xiao Yan had used a special method to suppress his power to the peak of 4-star Do D. This served 2 purposes, to avoid drawing attention and to conceal Little Yi's identity as a fire elemental spirit. As for the others, Lu Di was a late-stage 4-star Do D, while Mu Ying was at the peak of 4-star Do D. Then there was Mu Feng, whose strength had been steadily increasing in a rather peculiar way. Since their time in the Forest of Corpses, Mu Feng's strength had soared from early stage to late stage 4-star Do D, a pace even Xiao Yan found astonishing. It was puzzling, but according to his master, the Golden Dragon King, Mu Feng's rapid advancement bore a resemblance to Xiao Yan's own method, absorbing foreign energy and transforming it into his own. This sudden rise in strength left Xiao Yan both impressed and somewhat uneasy. Master, Mu Feng's power is increasing at an alarming rate, Xiao Yan mused inwardly, perplexed by such rapid growth. Even the eradication poison body didn't seem to offer such terrifying speed. Heh, you don't know the half of it. Your flame mantra allows you to grow stronger by devouring heavenly flames or fire-attributed energy, raising both the technique's rank and your own power. Mu Feng's Yin-Yang 8 trigrams technique, while not as powerful as your flame mantra, is still formidable, the Golden Dragon King's voice echoed in Xiao Yan's mind. Back in the Forest of Corpses, I sensed something unusual about Mu Feng. It seems I was right. His technique mirrors your flame mantra in some ways. Just as you absorb massive amounts of flame energy to strengthen yourself, Mu Feng can absorb the ghostly energy of the ghost realm to enhance his own strength. That Yin-Yang 8 trigrams technique is terrifying indeed, Xiao Yan thought, recognizing the powerful yet painful nature of such cultivation methods. It was no surprise that Mu Feng's progress left him shocked. Still, knowing that Mu Feng's technique was comparable to his own flame mantra brought a sense of caution. Anyway, don't reach out to me for now, the Golden Dragon King continued. There are some powerful and hidden presences within Incense Pavilion. If they notice me, it'll be troublesome, especially since we've yet to find the sacred flame. With that, the Golden Dragon King's voice faded, leaving Xiao Yan deep in thought. Sure, Shu, how will this contest be conducted? Xiao Yan asked respectfully, turning to Mu Shuzi. Mu Shuzi merely raised his hand in a dismissive gesture, showing no intention of guiding them further. Everything would depend on them. It's simple. A man from the hall spoke up. Whoever wants to go first, step forward. The fight continues until one side concedes. Heh, don't think we're foolish enough to fall for your tag team tactics, Mu Ying said, her mischievous spirit returning after a night's rest. We won't play into your hands. The man was momentarily embarrassed, realizing that the 5 before him were exceptional talents who had just joined Incense Pavilion. No ordinary sect would take them lightly, especially after passing the rigorous trials of the points competition. Clearly, these disciples weren't going to be easy to deal with. The plan was simple: exhaust them through continuous battles. Even if they were incredibly powerful, eventually their do qi would run dry, and they'd be left with no choice but to lose. However, these newcomers weren't playing by the usual rules. What a stunning woman! Many of the registered disciples couldn't help but stare at Mu Ying with heated gazes. It was common for men to be captivated by beauty, money, and power. Ahem, don't forget why we're here. One of the disciples raised his voice, pulling the others back to the matter at hand. So, what do you propose? One of the disciples, a man dressed in plain robes, asked, directing his question to Xiao Yan and the others. How about all of you come at us at once? Xiao Yan suggested, his gaze sweeping over the hundreds of opponents. He had already used his exceptional spiritual sense to detect that the plain-robed man was the strongest among them. If Xiao Yan's sensing was correct, there were 128 people in total, 3 of whom were at the peak of 4-star Do D. The plain-robed man was one of them, while the others were mostly late-stage 4-star Do Dis. All at once, the plain-robed man's eyes narrowed. Are you serious? The moment Xiao Yan finished speaking, the hall erupted into murmurs. Is this guy crazy? He's asking us all to fight them at once? There are 128 of us, and they only have 5 people. How arrogant! Does he think we're nothing? Voices of disbelief and annoyance echoed throughout the group of registered disciples. Li Ji, what should we do? One of the disciples asked the plain-robed man. We've worked hard for this opportunity, putting in so much effort for Incense Pavilion over the years. I know, Li Ji replied calmly, his gaze fixed on Xiao Yan. Is he really that arrogant with just mid-stage 4-star Do D strength? Does he truly believe he can take on all 128 of us? This doesn't make sense. Li Ji's mind raced, trying to make sense of the situation. Meanwhile, Mu Shuzi watched in silence, observing the unfolding events. He understood clearly that these 128 registered disciples had contributed significantly to Incense Pavilion over time, which had earned them the chance to join. However, the final test stood before them: Xiao Yan and his group of 5. If they could defeat Xiao Yan's group, the cultivation resources intended for Xiao Yan and his team would be reallocated to them. In that case, many of the 128 disciples would become fellow sect members. But if none of them could defeat Xiao Yan's team, it would indicate that their talent was insufficient, and Incense Pavilion would not absorb them into its ranks. Hey, brotherly, I heard that the winner of this year's points competition, despite only being at the early 4-star Do D stage, somehow managed to kill the severely injured twin ghost emperors, one of the registered disciples said, suddenly recalling the news. What's his name? Li Ji's pupils constricted upon hearing this. His eyes immediately locked onto the figure of Xiao Yan, who stood there carrying the massive black ruler on his back. He shouted to the person beside him. What did you say his name was? It was a guy with a black ruler on his back. He's called Xiao Yan, the disciple replied. It can't be such a coincidence, the disciple beside Li Ji muttered, staring intently at Xiao Yan. A black ruler on his back. Early 4-star Do D strength. Killing the twin ghost emperors. The clues were undeniable. This Xiao Yan was indeed the man standing before them. You. Li Ji's voice trembled slightly, his tone filled with astonishment as he addressed Xiao Yan. What's your name? If the thin young man standing before him was indeed the Xiao Yan who had killed the twin ghost emperors, Li Ji knew he couldn't take him lightly. Li Ji had fought and killed countless ghostly creatures to earn his place as a registered disciple of Incense Pavilion, and had worked tirelessly for the pavilion with the sole goal of joining its ranks. Now that such a valuable opportunity lay before him, he was determined to seize it. Whether or not this Xiao Yan was the one who killed the twin ghost emperors, Li Ji would not be careless. Xiao Yan replied lazily, rolling his shoulders as he spoke. At the sound of his name, Li Ji's pupils constricted further, and a sudden, powerful shockwave erupted from him. "Brother Li," those nearby called out, concerned by Li Ji's reaction. "I'm fine." Li Ji regained his composure. "So, was it really you who killed the twin ghost emperors?" he asked, still in disbelief. As registered disciples, they were more familiar than anyone with the strength of ghost creatures in the ghost realm. Due to the unique location of Incense Pavilion, positioned near an entrance to the ghost realm, the pavilion served as the guardian of that gateway. Every year, numerous ghostly creatures poured through, and registered disciples had to prove their worth by slaying these beings to qualify for entry. Securing registered disciple status granted them the right to challenge full-fledged disciples of the pavilion. If they succeeded, they would rise from mere sparrows to become phoenixes, true disciples of Incense Pavilion. While the twin ghost emperors weren't the strongest in the ghost realm, they were certainly no pushovers. Each could rival an 8-star Do D. The idea that a mid-stage 4-star Do D could kill one was simply unbelievable. Even an 8-star Do D who stood idly and took no action would likely outlast the Do Chi of a 4-star Do D, making it impossible to defeat them. It was no wonder these disciples were so shocked. "If no one else shares my name, then yes, I killed the twin ghost emperors," Xiao Yan replied flatly, though the confidence in his eyes didn't escape Li Ji's notice. Such certainty could only stem from someone with absolute faith in their own strength. Could this Xiao Yan truly be? "Brotherly, it doesn't matter," one of the registered disciples said. "Whether or not he's the one who killed the twin ghost emperors, we still have to defeat them today. If we win, all of our efforts will finally pay off. We'll become full disciples of Incense Pavilion." "Heh, well said." Li Ji smiled, quickly regaining his usual composure. "Xiao Yan, I admire your feat of killing the twin ghost emperors, but today, I hope you'll go easy on us and let us join Incense Pavilion," he said with a sly grin. Whether or not this Xiao Yan had killed the twin ghost emperors no longer mattered. In the face of absolute power, there was nothing to fear. With his strength as an early-stage 5-star Do D, Li Ji believed that defeating Xiao Yan, a mid-stage 4-star Do D, would be a simple task. "I'll take the lead, then," Li Ji announced, noticing that the other two 5-star Do Dis showed no intention of stepping forward. Though the first move came with risks, it also had its rewards. If he could defeat Xiao Yan, he would earn the right to join Incense Pavilion. "Oh, so this guy really did kill Inxia?" The drowsy elder above them muttered. "No wonder there's a trace of Inxia's aura lingering around him. Who's up first?" Li Ji asked as he unsheathed his weapon, a battle halberd. Gripping the halberd in one hand, with his other hand behind his back, he pointed the weapon toward the crowd of registered disciples. "I'll go," Xiao Yan said to Mu Feng and the others before stepping forward to face Li Ji. The surrounding disciples wisely stepped back, creating a wide circle for the two to fight. "Heh, Li Ji really loves being the first to act," one of the other disciples, Li Zi, remarked with a smirk. "Heh, let him. It's good to have him test the waters," agreed Zilian, the third of the 3 strongest disciples among the 128. Together, Li Ji, Li Zi, and Zilian were the most outstanding of the registered disciples, all of them at the 5-star Do D level. Can Xiao Yan really handle this? Mu Yingying bit her lip, her fists tightening slightly in concern. "It seems that Mu Yingying has a special connection with Xiao Yan," Lu Di observed, surprised by her small but telling gesture. Though the two didn't seem to know each other well, something must have sparked her concern. Given that Xiao Yan was Queen Medusa's husband, Lu Di also felt invested in Xiao Yan's well-being. After all, if Xiao Yan could kill the heavily injured twin ghost emperors as a mid-stage 4-star Do D, even Lu Di, who was no slouch, estimated his own chances of victory against Xiao Yan at only 30%, or even less. "Brother, should I take him on instead?" Little Li asked, worried about the prospect of Xiao Yan facing a 5-star Do D. "Don't worry, I've got this," Xiao Yan reassured Little E with a smile, recognizing his concern. "Xiao Yan, you'd better win," Mu Feng grinned. Show these registered disciples why you came out on top in the points competition. The nearby disciples, hearing Mu Feng's words, couldn't help but twitch in alarm. If this Xiao Yan truly was the one who won first place, their brother Li might not stand a chance. Heh, once brother Li steps up, Xiao Yan is done for, one disciple whispered. Our brother Li's strength is no joke. He can take down ghost creatures that rival mid-stage 5-star Do Dis. Ghost creatures are stronger than humans, after all, others muttered in agreement. Xiao Yan, I'll give you one last chance. Surrender now, Li Ji sneered. A 4-star Do D and a 5-star Do D aren't even on the same level. Save yourself the pain and embarrassment before you disgrace Incense Pavilion by losing to us. Oh, is that so? Xiao Yan smiled calmly. It seems no one has taught you the difference between registered disciples and real disciples of Incense Pavilion. Let me be the one to teach you. Xiao Yan's smile was confident, causing Li Ji's expression to darken. Despite being an early 5-star Do D, Li Ji couldn't shake the faint sense of dread he felt while facing Xiao Yan and the black ruler on his back. I don't like dragging things out in battle, Li Ji declared coldly. If you're a man, then let's fight to the end. That's exactly what I was hoping for, Xiao Yan replied, his lips curling into a strange smile as he stared back at Li Ji. At this moment, Mu Yingying and the other three retreated to the edge of the Grand Hall, as did the rest of the registered disciples, creating enough space for the battle between Xiao Yan and Li Ji. Be careful, brother Xiao Yan. I'm going to attack now, Li Ji called out, not waiting for Xiao Yan's response. In an instant, his figure moved like a ghost, darting toward Xiao Yan. His right hand gripped the halberd as he advanced, his speed and momentum fully displaying the might of an early-stage 5-star Do D. This halberd of Li Ji's seems a bit strange, Xiao Yan thought, as his immense spiritual energy enveloped the Grand Hall. Every movement Li Ji made was under Xiao Yan's perception. Unlike Xiao Yan, Li Ji, though strong, lacked spiritual power and wasn't even aware of the energy that had permeated the entire hall. Earlier, Li Ji had sensed something off about the space, but lacked the spiritual strength to uncover it. Facing Li Ji's fierce attack, Xiao Yan didn't hesitate. After all, Li Ji was indeed a genuine early-stage 5-star Do D. At the same time, Xiao Yan moved. His aura surged, pushing his mid-stage 4-star Do D strength to its peak. His entire body became enveloped in a pale, white flame as he swiftly removed the ancient ruler of heavenly flames from his back. As soon as Xiao Yan unsheathed the ancient ruler, a deafening dragon's roar echoed through the hall. Oh, this ruler is no ordinary weapon, and it even has a spirit attached to it. This Xiao Yan fellow is truly something, the elder hovering above the hall murmured to himself, casting a curious glance at the battle below. I'm eager to see if this so-called first-place winner, who killed the twin ghost emperors, lives up to the rumors. It'll be useful information when it comes time to distribute resources. If Xiao Yan can't defeat an early-stage 5-star Do D like Li Ji, then his first-place title seems inflated. We might need to reconsider how we allocate cultivation resources to him in the future. At Incense Pavilion, we only nurture exceptional talents, those who stand out above the rest. That's why we have the smallest number of disciples among the 9 great sects, yet our overall strength ranks in the top 3, Mu Shuzi commented softly. Xiao Yan, with his powerful spiritual perception, overheard Mu Shuzi's words and felt that the elder had intentionally said them for his ears. In the battle circle, the tension between Xiao Yan and Li Ji intensified. The ancient ruler of heavenly flames was now surrounded by a coiling fire dragon. This dragon was Long Yi, who had been recovering inside the ruler for some time. Under the Golden Dragon King's advice, Long Yi hadn't provided Xiao Yan with too much assistance, leaving Xiao Yan to face challenges on his own. However, with Long Yi now acting as the ruler's spirit, Xiao Yan's control over the ruler had grown considerably more powerful. Swing! Swing! The ancient ruler of heavenly flames clashed viciously with Li Ji's halberd. Both men poured their Do Qi into their weapons. At first, neither unleashed their strongest attacks, preferring to test the waters. They needed to gauge each other's strength before using any overwhelming power to secure an easy victory. After all, they weren't mortal enemies, so there was no need to start with a killing blow. Using too much energy early on would not only waste their Do Chi, but also expose any flaws in their techniques. Heh, brother Xiao Yan, you're truly something. With just mid-stage 4-star Do D strength, you can go toe-to-toe with me. I'm impressed, Li Ji said, gripping his halberd tightly as his Do Chi flared, causing the halberd to glow with a brilliant silver light. Yet sweat began to form on his forehead, showing how much effort it took to fend off Xiao Yan's seemingly simple attacks with the ancient ruler of heavenly flames. On the other hand, Xiao Yan appeared relaxed, smiling faintly as he gripped the ruler. His eyes remained focused on Li Ji, even showing a hint of amusement. If these disciples weren't from Incense Pavilion, Xiao Yan could have used the Netherworld Heavenly Wrath Soul attack, followed by a lightning strike while Li Ji was momentarily frozen. The result would have been a devastating defeat for Li Ji, the elder in the hall mused. But Xiao Yan held back, recognizing the contributions Li Ji had made to Incense Pavilion. Brotherly, it seems you're struggling, Xiao Yan teased, watching Li Ji's gradual retreat from the pressure. Hmph, nonsense. Li Ji growled in frustration, his Do Chi surging as he let out a cold snort. But inwardly, he was rattled, realizing that his subtle movements had been entirely noticed by Xiao Yan. With a powerful surge, Li Ji's halberd emitted an overwhelming force, forcing Xiao Yan's ruler back. However, Xiao Yan remained unscathed, while Li Ji stumbled backward several steps before steadying himself, his Do Chi in turmoil. His greatest struggle wasn't just with his energy, but with his pride. Li Ji, an early-stage 5-star Do D, was finding it so difficult to handle a mid-stage 4-star Do D like Xiao Yan. The clash, though brief, had made it clear to Li Ji that Xiao Yan's strength wasn't as simple as it appeared. He had to admit, Xiao Yan might really be the one who had killed the twin ghost emperors. Doubt began to creep into Li Ji's heart. Damn it, I refuse to believe this. Li Ji cursed under his breath, suppressing his fear and raising his halberd once more. Let's go again, he shouted, charging at Xiao Yan with renewed determination. Boom, boom, boom. The silver-glowing halberd and the ancient ruler of heavenly flames, now wrapped in a phantom red fire dragon, collided fiercely once again. This time, Xiao Yan didn't give Li Ji any room to breathe. His immense spiritual energy communicated with Long Yi, as if planning something. In the next moment, a strange sight unfolded. As the ruler and halberd clashed, the fiery red dragon coiling around Xiao Yan's ruler broke free and lunged toward Li Ji's halberd. Damn it! Li Ji cursed, realizing the danger. The red dragon exuded an overwhelming power, and to his shock, the dragon began devouring the vast silver Do Chi surrounding his halberd. In the blink of an eye, the silver Do Chi protecting Li Ji's weapon was entirely consumed, leaving him defenseless. His face turned ashen,